Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of my Started From Scratch series, and we come up against this all-Argentinian side. I believe that team of the season player there is Lobos. Don't count me on it though. He also had the 86 Aguero, one of my favourite cards in Ultimate Team. But to kick it off, we have a beautiful chip from Remy. Remy, myself and a few of the viewers out there have got a question for you. Would you like some salt with them chips? That was an absolutely peach of a chip into the bottom left corner. But nevertheless, he goes on and on and on to score another one. And you know, this episode of Started From Scratch, I think you guys will enjoy it. I play well throughout most of it. Although the rain sucks ass. And that guy definitely felt the ass sucking of the rain. That sounds so wrong. I don't even know what I'm talking about now. But I come up against this side here, man of the match Zigic, aka the Bear, and you know, I'm always nervous when you have the Bear and Beckford. I've actually never played a game against Beckford where he hasn't scored against me, so that was a little bit nervous, but this guy kept on bringing his keeper out. I believe he actually recognized me. He was shouting my name through the mic, so I kind of knew that he was maybe fooling around a little bit, just messing with me. But check that for a goal. What an absolutely outstanding finish from Beckford there. But like I said, gents and ladies, I suppose, is that I've never actually played a game where I haven't conceded to him, so that was expected, I suppose. But yeah, you guys can see he just keeps on bringing his keeper out. Maybe he was doing it for jokes, but I don't know why, but whenever I come up against subscribers and they just piss around, I'm usually a bit like, ugh. Like, really, again, especially on a Road to Glory, because chances are I'll probably get a few comments like, is this set up, blah, blah, blah. You know, he kept bringing his keeper out and all that ugly stuff, so it's quite disgusting. But speak about disgusting, there's Sissoko's beautiful finesse into the top right, and there was no way his keeper was keeping that out. But, yeah, so this game went pretty well, but like I said, I came up against a subscriber, and I don't usually mind coming up against subs, you know, I often find it a good laugh, you know, especially when they're awesome, you know, whether they win or lose, they usually send me a message afterwards saying good game or whatever, and that's always really nice and appreciated. But sometimes you get the trash talkers who just think they're the ultimate dons, who send you one like, you bad, bro, or just really get stuck into it. But you know, game ended there pretty well for me. But back to my thing about the rain, I want you guys to leave a comment. Is it just my players that lose, I'd say, the majority of their brain cells when they decide to play in the rain? Oh, and just on a side note, this was an absolutely amazing side I came up against. 4-4-2, Dyer, Sinclair, and those two strikers. That's absolutely immense. So my goal when I went into this side was simply to limit the damage that he was going to do to me. I was nervous because I was pretty sure this guy was going to batter me because he had a really nice British Premier League, or Barclays Premier League, sorry, squad. So that was interesting when I came up against. I was really nervous, to be honest with you, but I had Sissoko there getting me the first goal. But back to my topic about rain, my players decide they forget that they go partially blind because they start running into each other, they start tumbling over each other, and like I said, they just lose many brain cells, and I believe they forget that they have two legs. Often they run as if they only have the one, and they shoot as if they don't have legs, and it's an absolute shambles. And I went 2-0 up on this guy who had the beast squad, and I think he knew for his own sake it was probably best he backed out before, you know, the lead grew, especially with the team that he had. Although I have to admit, momentum was going my way that entire game, so I'm sure if momentum didn't exist too much, it would have been a much closer game, so it wasn't as bad as it looked, I suppose. But there's my record, 107 for 30. That's alright, I suppose. I mean, it's not something I'm necessarily proud of, but it's a record, and, you know, I don't take my record into account too much. But I come up against this side with two monster strikers, Engo, or Engog as a lot of people call him, who is my favourite silver striker. Enough said, just simple as that. He's an absolutely amazing striker, and I absolutely love playing with him. And there you go. I mean, he scores against me in the 12th minute there from the wildest clearance, and he put it away first time, and he's just an absolutely outstanding player, and I'd recommend him to anyone. But nevertheless, sweatbands, everything was on. I was like, he has just scored against me. It's time that I needed to get one back quickly. So straight from the kickoff, I was straight down his end, passes it across, and Jimmy Briand, who we haven't seen a lot of since I transferred him over to my squad, finally picks up and manages to get himself a goal. Now guys, just to let you know, I do have a second channel that I plan on uploading quite a few videos to, a few NBA 2K12 ones if you're interested in that. I'm going to be doing a My Player series on that. Now bear in mind I'm awful at NBA, but I just thought, you know what, I really want to play some other games, and I'm tempted to do a Portal 2 playthrough with maybe another YouTube or something, so let me know in the comments if you'd be interested in seeing that, as well as subscribing to my second channel, which will be down below. Also, I have a Facebook page, which is linked also below, so if you're interested in liking my Facebook page or whatever, then let me know, as I'm pretty sure there Berrigo was offside. I'm almost sure of it, but linesman was caught napping, just like that player, you know, the official who stands on the goal line against for the England game, because that was some awful. I mean, he needs some Specsavers treatments. But that near post goal there was an absolute rocket. What a beauty that was. And my mum's shouting downstairs, and it's driving me crazy. So yeah guys, thanks a lot for watching. I do appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, favorite, whatever you chaps like to do, you little horny bastards. Just let me know in the comments of what I've spoken about most of this commentary. But thanks a lot guys for watching. I will see all you happy chappies later, and yeah, see you guys later. Bye bye.